What's up?
I don't know, man. What's going on, brother?
Feels like forever.
Feels like forever.
Feels like forever. See, and nobody wants to come watch us.
Hey, it's okay.
It's because we've been offline for so long. Nobody wants to come watch us anymore. I see how it is.
I put your upgraded version of your wall behind me. You see that? You see that? You can't ask Alexa.
Jake?
Alexa to turn it off though. Alexa won't turn it off.
And I've got her on mute right now. So.
Alexa, turn off black lights.
She won't listen right now.
She's not listening. That's garbage. So what is going on, brother? How you doing?
Not bad, man. Just staying busy. It's been actually a crazy couple weeks, to be honest with you, but there's a lot just going on in the background type stuff. So haven't got as much time to sit and edit as I've wanted to in the past week, but at least still stay consistent and still got my 5 minutes of video out, or 5 minutes of Disney this weekend. Debating on possibly doing a second video of that a week, but I'm not sure yet. I got to stay consistent with the first one.
How do you feel about this camera angle? I feel like it's weird.
It's different. I like it.
I feel like it's weird.
Seems a little crooked though.
I feel like there's something strange going on with it. Does it feel crooked? It does feel crooked, right? It feels a little crooked. Do we ever really have time to edit though? I was listening to you. Don't think I was.
I tried to. I try, especially the resort tours. I know I think I've said it plenty of times in the past. I mean, the resort tours, I probably end up filming close to at least an hour and a half worth of footage. So, when I come back, I mean, there's a lot of footage that just isn't used, or I put the camera down but don't stop recording. But there's still a lot to go through, and sometimes I even, once I'm done editing, I still go back through and I double check and say, do I really need that section in there? Yes or no? But I try to be as detailed, because I figure a resort video, it may help somebody decide if that's where they want to go on vacation. So that's why I try to put a little bit more detail into it. But I don't know. It all depends.
Did I tell you that I'm planning on coming to Disney to get Mickey to sign some pops?
Yes, you did. You did. Sometime next year. We briefly talked about it.
Sometime next year, I'm going to get Mickey to sign some pops for me. I was thinking maybe even like Cinderella or one of them. I'm gonna
we're gonna go over to Star Wars and go to August Canteen and have the fizzy tauntaun.
Oh yeah, and I could get like the stormtroopers to sign stormtroopers.
Your lips get all numb from the fizzy tauntaun.
Yeah, no, but I can get stormtroopers to sign stormtroopers. Now
they don't always sign though.
They don't always sign. They're gonna have to sign.
They kind of they'll look at you funny and say something funny.
I have to use the force on them, and they don't want me to use the
force.
It's
on great TikTok moments though.
They don't want me to use the force on them. I have to use the force on them. They're not prepared for this. Not prepared for this. Today, man, we have a lot going on today. I mean, really, I guess it just depends on what you consider a lot going on. So we got some new pops that came out. We're going to talk about some new sodas. We're going to talk about some discounts going on. I want to recap D23 again at some point. There's a whole lot of things that I've got written down here today, and I don't necessarily know that we'll make it to them all today. This will probably be the first time that we don't make it to all of them today, but I'm going to try. We're going to give it a shot. I'm going to try and get to all of them. I see that we have a couple of people that are hanging out with us over in the chat. You wanna shout them out real quick? I can say their names today. Though.
we got so far 2 people again. See, we take another week off, and we also nobody wants to watch us, but that's okay. We're gonna continue on anyways. We have, of course, got Chase's Kingdom, Hail to the Kingdom, and we got Last Ketchup.
We were here last week, right?
No, we see, I ended up getting off of work late, and I think I did a quick Instagram telling people that we weren't going to be on. But I got out of work late, and it was a huge storm rolling through Florida at the time, or at least in Central Florida. And so traffic was ridiculous. And on top of that, last Tuesday was Florida primary voting. And I do believe in voting big time. So, I went ahead and I want to make sure I got my vote in as well. So
I'm too busy to. I'm too busy to vote primaries. I'll vote in November. They don't need to have like a predetermination of what's going to happen. They're gonna have to wait until November for me. I have this box that I'm going to get open. This is one of those Entertainment Earth mystery boxes. if you're going to order something from Entertainment Earth, there's a link right down in the description below. Make sure you go check that out when you get a minute. Before I get this one open, though, did you catch the fact that Funko has 50% off their website at this moment? So if you go to their website,
I got a notification on Twitter about
what
that.
are you on Twitter?
On my personal, I don't think many people know where I am on that, but yeah, I do have a personal Twitter that I follow, like Funko and Diz Funko, and of course some Disney stuff and things like that. So I get notifications when certain people I follow.
What's Twitter like?
I mean,
is Twitter like TikTok? Is it like Instagram?
Just words instead of video.
What do you mean it's just words? Do you mean there's a lot of reading?
Yeah, a lot more reading.
That's why I'm not on TikTok. you said it all for me. But anyways, if you'll head over to the Funko Shop, there's 50% off. There's a big banner they put right up on top of the page. I wasn't real sure on what was 50% off, what wasn't 50% off. So make sure you click that banner. That sale ends at 12 p.m. tonight, though. So remember that if you're going to get over there and order something, you're going to have to do it before the end of today. Now, there's nothing really on their site that I want to get at this moment. Maybe some OG stuff that they kind of had lingering around.
They're just trying to clear out some warehouse stock, I'm sure.
That's exactly what they're trying to do. But I also think that Funko is probably in a strange situation at this moment. I think that they might be in a place that they haven't been in yet. We'll see how they come out of it. I'm going to get this Entertainment Earth. I believe I know what's in this. I believe this is going to be the Blacklight Elvira. I believe that's what's in this box, but that doesn't mean that that's what's in this.
She's had a couple pops come out before, and I've never been able to snag one before.
She does, and they're almost. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I hit it with the box. and they're almost always Hot Topic exclusives. This one's an Entertainment Earth exclusive. They're almost always Hot Topic exclusives. I have the Diamond Series Elvira like right down there somewhere, which was I said that was the only Elvira that I needed in my collection until they came out with the Blacklight stuff, and then I needed all of the Blacklight stuff in my collection. I think that, and you're going to have to give me your opinion on this. What do you think about the Blacklight stuff? Is it playing out?
I think it's playing out. I think and hopefully seems like they may be recognizing a little bit because they aren't nearly putting them out as much as they were. But I do think they are playing out a little bit, and I'm going to guess it's something different.
Who's ready for this one?
It's something different. It's not.
Oh, that is so sick.
It's the old school Pennywise.
So this is going to be the old school Pennywise. He is number 52. This is from the original It, the movie. These were all Entertainment Earth exclusives. If you didn't check them out, they had Chucky, Michael Myers.
He's kind of falling. Wait, look at the side. I think he's kind of falling out of his slot.
Oh yeah, he looks like he's not in there all the way, but we all know that their quality control is kind of shit, to be honest. When it comes right down to it, but it's kind of cool that way, to be honest with you. He is really falling. Almost looks like he's trying to jump out of the box. Might be telling me something. I'm not a real big person in like horror movies and keeping horror stuff in my house, but I made an exception for these guys. If you ever hear any stories that maybe Wayne got taken out by an It Pop, you know that it was this one right here that took me out. So just remember that, in the future, you're like, oh man, what was it? Like I said, though, he is number 55. This is the coolest It Pop I have ever seen. Check that thing out.
Yeah, that's actually a good Blacklight. I'm not against that one. And I think clowns, you have a much bigger, play with anything with clowns, essentially, because I mean they're colorful, supposed to be colorful creatures anyways, or whatever they are. So I think you got more play, but that's a pretty good Blacklight. There's certain pops I just won't like. I don't do in my collection.
Insanely cool.
I still have not watched the newer It movies because of that one, and I have no intention to ever watch them.
Insanely cool how badass this guy is. He is an Entertainment Earth exclusive, guys. If you're going to order these through Entertainment Earth, make sure you use that link right down in the description below. You all know that I'm going to get a few pennies every time you use that link. It's just a really awesome, easy way to help me out. So I would appreciate it if you do that. This is one of the coolest pops. So I bought all four of them when they came out with their Entertainment Earth exclusives. They had, like I said a second ago, they had Elvira, Pennywise, Chucky and Michael Myers. I just did the Michael Myers and Chucky not too long ago. I think when I get all 4 of these in the mail, I'll do all 4 of them again just for fun. All of their Halloween stuff, the Funkoween came really, really early this year.
Oh yeah,
really early. Now, do you remember last year? It came after Halloween, and we all complained that it came after Halloween, and it was either like right at Halloween or like after Halloween. It was
yeah.
too late. It was too late to really review the pops, right? I mean, it was already old by the time they came out. This year, they must have decided they weren't going to let that happen again, so they came out with them super early, which also doesn't make any sense. I mean, you can't come out with them months in advance, right? I mean, if you're going to do it, you need to do it the middle or end of September, maybe at the earliest. I mean, at the earliest, I would think that would be your thing. I see that you have a Stranger Things shirt on.
Of course, diehard fan.
Diehard Stranger Things fan?
Diehard Stranger Things fan. Love Stranger Things.
OTT with G says he got his a few days ago. They're really cool. I can tell
Well,
you something.
he got his killer clowns. I think he's talking about killer clowns from outer space.
Did you try and get any of those Funko anniversary, HQ anniversary stuff? Did you try and get any of that?
No, there's actually, and I was hoping it would have come today, but I don't think it did. I did order one thing recently, but it was shipped last week, but it hasn't come in yet. So it'll probably open it up next week's live. But no, it didn't have any. I didn't do over any of those items. Like I said, I get some of the notifications. I'm just not on top of it as much as I used to be honest with you.
So they I don't know if we really talked about it. Did we talk about the drop since they dropped it? Has that been something that we talked about? We didn't talk about that, did we?
No, I don't remember what we talked about last time.
I don't think we did. So I actually tried to get in on that drop, and I was actually in the waiting room the minute that it hit. For some reason, I was able to get right in. I slid right in. I got in the checkout. I only had that 3-liter in my cart. And it put you in that stupid waiting room. Remember that stupid waiting room? And it put me in that stupid waiting room. And I sat in that stupid waiting room for like 10 minutes. And it kicked me out. Kicked me out. Kicked me out. You know how it says don't refresh the page? Kicked me out. Kicked me out. Says this server is no longer available. Kicked me completely out. So I backed out. Said not a big deal. Still here pretty early. Got it back in the cart. Got back in there. Waiting again. Kicked me out. Server is not available. How do you get kicked out from server unavailable? But then I thought, God, it just must have been my house. Something must have been triggering my internet that caused this, until I seen post after post after post of people posting
that first 3-letter went so freaking fast.
They were having the server problems too, which tells me we got ate up by the bots. And look, I'm not even upset that we got ate up by bots. You know why I'm not upset? That means at least they joined for something this year. That means at least they showed up to something.
Yeah, actually, they've been fairly quiet for the most of the year.
That's because nothing's been worth flipping.
Yeah.
So at least they showed up to something this year. This is a really cool pop, though. Were you ever a Soprano?
No, I never really got into Sopranos, to be honest with you. I know there's a lot of people that were big on that, and I think that was, I don't know, it just was never. Plus, I don't think I had HBO back then. HBO had to be through cable, and now it's a lot easier being a streaming service. So I think it's a lot easier to do. Where we just never had HBO, so it was never an option to watch.
Well, I was poor. We didn't have things like that, so
yeah, we never had HBO. The only time really I could say that I have HBO is recently with the new streaming service for the past year, but that's really the only time I could pretty much say I've had HBO for a long time.
Right, but it's fair to say that there's a whole lot of like Soprano fans out there, right? I mean, that is a pretty safe one to say. They have just came out with the first wave of your Soprano Funko Pops.
I mean, they just got the license, which is crazy.
Yes, that means that they just got the license, so it's pretty common what you see up top. They're all pretty common pops. I don't think any of these are going to go for like any kind of a super big value just because they didn't go really how do you say it? They didn't really go out there, right? It's not very
It's people pops, to be honest. I mean, other than the guy with the white sideburns or on the lower one from you, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I've recognized him because he's been an actor, like, Italian movie actor for years. Even the guy who plays, Tony Soprano. I mean, I don't know. The most of the family just seems to be. You got to know those characters in order to do it. To be honest with
Right,
you.
and these seem like pretty common, like, parts of the show, right? I mean, this is probably you could have seen them at any given point in time during the show, they would have looked like this at some point in time,
Mhm.
right? I mean, so there's nothing super special about this. It reminds me of the Breaking Bad, though. In your Breaking Bad pops, there's, like,
Mhm.
1 or 2 of the Breaking Bad pops that went way up in value, right? I don't think we have those from the Soprano lines yet. They do have 2 of the exclusives, so you have, Vito, I think is his name, that's gonna be an
Yeah, I don't
exclusive.
remember the name of the character, but I recognize the actor.
I think it's Vito, I keep wanting to say Vito, I'm sure somebody will
And
correct
I'm
me over there.
sure the only other one must be Tony Soprano. I don't
Yeah,
get the duck thing. Again, I've never watched the show, so I have no idea.
Are you live?
yeah. So I don't really understand any of that. I think he's in his boxers, and I'm with you. I never really got into The Sopranos. I know that this is a cult-like following, though, so there's a lot of people out there that are gonna
But
be
is it
super
anymore?
high.
That's the thing, because it's been off of TV for so long, and even the main actor, I mean, has passed away, and they even did like a prequel to The Sopranos that came out a while ago, and it didn't even get that big of a traction. To be honest with you, I don't know how much of I think I think this is a wasted license. To be
You
honest with you,
you think so?
I think it's a wasted license because most people that watched it are older than me, and they're not buying. I don't know. To me, I think this is a wasted one. I don't think these are going to sell. I just don't. I think you're going to find them in a $5 bin at friggin' uh, um,
5 and below?
five and below.
These are going in the discount bin, 5 and below.
Yeah.
So I don't think these are going up in price, right? And you're probably like 100% correct when you say you'll find these at the discount bin at 5 and below, right? Because there's nothing really special about these pops. But I know that because this is a mafia movie, there's going to be scenes in the movie that will be very iconic, right? You'll have some character that'll be all beat up and they'll have blood all over his face, or they'll do like the Breaking Bad where he has like the gas mask on.
Yeah.
There's going to be some iconic part of the movie that they will make a pop of, and people will go absolutely crazy.
I do agree with that. You gotta have. I mean, I think that's why the Breaking Bad ones were so good, because like the one in him with the suit, or the one in him with the hat, that iconic hat he wore. I mean, you have to have something iconic. To me, this is just people pops. There's nothing says iconic about any one of these, and it's just.
So this is on my list of pops that you should be watching. You should be keeping your eye on the line that they're going to be coming out with, because at some point they're going to come out with some of them that you're just absolutely going to have to get your hands on. I mean, it's just inevitable. It's going to happen. Keep your eye on those guys. None of these are for me. I might try and pick up the Funko Shop exclusive just because I'm a sticker whore. It it might happen just for that reason and that reason alone, and the white hair kinda reminds me of me, to be completely honest with you, but I'm not gonna say that much louder than I said that already.
I don't know. Like I said, to me, they're just it's again what everyone talked about. It's people pops. So
They are people pops, and when it comes to the people pops, you and me know this best. They're super hard to distinguish from one to the next, and that's why to me they're never going to be that big. But on the same note, we know that there's people out there that are going to love them more than anything else on this planet, right? I mean, that's just the way that happens. Some of these, I don't think any of those will be super popular, but at some point, I'm thinking about just taking her out of this world. This is a link. There's a lake behind me. I think that I'm gonna have to go add her to it or something. All right. So changing gears. I typed in soda today on the shop because every once in a while I go in there and I type on soda and these beautiful gems popped up. This is what do you think? Give me
Well,
your thoughts.
this is of course Hocus Pocus, great movie from I mean that's I believe late '90s is when this first
Not
came
me,
out.
Rick. How you doing?
Has been finally relifted, and all three main characters are back in action for Hocus Pocus 2. I haven't seen it yet. I believe it's on Disney Plus or coming to Disney Plus. I can't remember if it's out yet. I don't like the front pictures. The front pictures are bad, but like I said, I think the comments are look good. The chases make no sense. I have seen them,
I think
but
they're supposed to be like a witch's potion, is what I think that
I
we're
don't know.
looking at.
I think if you're going to go for this, anybody that really is a fan of Hocus Pocus for the set is going to want the comments.
You me be honest with you though. I'm not hating the pictures on the front of these,
I
and I
hate the
don't know
pictures on the
why.
front.
But I'm not hating the pictures on the front. I don't know now I'm at the same spot you were just a second ago though with the colors don't make sense to me anymore. They made sense to me when I thought that it was for the potions, but maybe not so much now. Do they make sense to me anymore? I still don't hate these pictures.
The thing is, the pictures on the front. I mean, the three actresses that play these characters are iconic, and it Hocus Pocus didn't really have like a a comic book or anything. Not that I know of. Maybe you guys can tell me I'm wrong, but I mean, those images on the front look nothing, absolutely nothing like them. Period. Ever. They don't even look close to the damn soda itself. It's horrible. I just think I think it's a poor representation. I think the chases are dumb as hell. I think if you're gonna collect these as being a Hocus Pocus fan, you're gonna just want the comments.
I agree with you. I do want the comments, but we all know that if you want the comments, then you're going to want it to chase. I won't buy more than one of these. They will be coming soon. They have that stupid like notify me now button on there. We all know that that stupid thing doesn't work, and they'll eventually like start to tell us when they're coming out.
I agree with Chase. Done with sodas. So they seem to be too much, and I've been a lot of sodas too that's come out that it's like everyone really wanted because it was your best chance. You have an opportunity for a chase, but the chases have sucked as of late. To be 1,000% honest, chases have sucked, and they're just not good. So I mean, what's the point in wanting to strike for a chase when you don't really want it in the first place?
Nick just said that he hopes that our banana and Sprite skills are on
Yeah,
point.
I meant to get some word out on that trivia challenge recently. Unfortunately, like I said, I've life has gotten just gotten real busy with stuff going on around the house, and
What does
have
that
not
mean?
had the opportunity, huh?
What does that mean?
Well, remember we had challenged Pop the Chaos in a trivia where whoever loses does.
So who did they pick in Pop to Chaos that's going to challenge us?
There's
Who's
a
losing from Pop to Chaos?
caveat to that. There's three of them, and they couldn't choose between the three of them. So
Are we
we're going to
taking on
come
all
up
three of
with
them?
we're taking on all three of them, but we are going to come up and find. Technically, I have the person in mind. I just haven't reached out to them yet. But we are bringing in a guest,
Who
a guest third
who
member.
who was it? Who's all three of them?
Bearded, JKL, and Chase.
Oh man, that's gonna suck, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, Chase can't not Chase. Chase. JKL can't carry all of y'all. That's gonna suck.
So
I don't even know. I'm just giving y'all a hard time.
I will get to it. I'll make some. I gotta make some final
That's awesome,
arrangements first, and then we'll announce it. But it will be coming soon. I've had a lot going on lately, and haven't had the opportunity to dig back into it.
All right, so let me throw this back up here. So I see that you and Chase are both like in the same thing, right? You're done with the sodas. Hey, look, I'm actually happy about that. I am happy that people have hit the point to where they're no longer wanting to buy these things just to buy them and flip them. I am not upset about this at all. that people have felt that way. I also don't see these selling out. I think that if when they drop on the site, you could probably take your time getting to the site to buy them. There is another one that they have on here that is I also haven't seen like pop up on any like social media accounts, is going to be the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. I, for some reason, really love everything the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. I think it has a lot to do with the Laugh Now, Cry Later mask that he's wearing. I don't think a lot of people know that that's a Laugh Now, Cry Later mask, but that's exactly what it is. It's 12,500 of these guys. We know that there's probably a lot more, and there's your difference in your faces. You know, that's the Cry Later. This is the Laugh Now. I really love that theater mask that they have with him. I don't even know why. I don't even know why.
It's a classic character. But here's something that reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas. It's always a major debate among many people. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
Well, it's both, but I think it's a Christmas movie.
I think it's a Halloween movie.
It's a Christmas movie. You're wrong.
I'll go back into our next debate in December at Christmas time of, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
It is definitely not.
100% a Christmas movie.
It is 100% not a Christmas movie.
100% a Christmas movie.
100% not a Christmas movie. So check this out. Talking about like Christmas movies and different stuff. Have you seen the new like toilet ninjas that they came out in honor of Toilet Paper Day, National Toilet? Did you even know that?
I didn't even know there was a thing.
Toilet Paper Day was a such thing. Did you know that? I didn't know that either. But we're gonna pull him up though, so that we can look at the new toilet ninjas from the National Toilet Paper Day.
I didn't know that.
Hard. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, Chase. No matter how much you want to say that it is, it's still not a Christmas movie.
Christmas movie all day long.
It is definitely not.
It's got a Christmas tree. It's got Santa Claus, and it has decorations. How is that not a Christmas movie?
Definitely not a Christmas movie. All right, so let me get this guy pulled up. So in honor of National Toilet Paper Day, Funko came out with some new toilet ninjas. I know that you have to have these guys. I'm not really collecting the Pocket Pockets, but here we go.
I like the Pocket Pockets. I think the Pocket Pocket, I can't even say it. I think they're incredibly funny and they're creative, and I like them a lot. This is funny because everyone's been there a couple times.
He's fighting for his life.
Created by yourself.
Here we go. Now we're reading the newspaper, Wes. Do you see what the newspaper says in his hand? Can you see that?
Funko Times.
Funko Times, man. How creative. How clever these guys are. Funko Times.
The mass plunger.
Got the plunger. I just guess this is a ninja of some sort.
Toilet paper nunchucks, I guess. I don't know.
Some nunchucky ninja stuff with his toilet paper. They have the Koopa Troopers. What I think. What's that dude called from Mario?
King Koopa.
King Koopa. They got the King Koopa.
Bowser.
It is not a Christmas movie. It's definitely not a Christmas movie.
I agree too. That I think where is it? Gremlins is also a Christmas movie.
Gremlins is definitely not a Christmas movie neither.
Wait, hold on. What did Nick say? Wayne, Die Hard is a Christmas movie as well. Home Alone. But don't take my word. Do a poll.
I'm not doing a poll. Y'all are all tainted right now. I'll do a poll later after everybody forgets on YouTube.
Now I gotta go on and do a poll.
All right, now let's see. So you have that one ninja in different colors. You got them on the seat in different ways, coming out of the seat, sitting on the seat. Every one of them has a Funko newspaper in their hand, which tells me that we're probably going to start getting the Funko newspaper here soon. And then you have the green slime, the golden ninja. Look, they get super creative with these things. I'm with Chase, though. I wish that they were a little bit bigger sized. If they would have thrown them into like a 7-inch or a 3.5-inch or anything bigger than my thumb, that would have been pretty cool. But these things are super small, super tiny. They're just not worth the collections to me.
I'm having a hard time typing because my main keyboard is not working with me today.
What do you mean your keyboard is not working today?
I don't know. It doesn't like to work. I'll have to figure that out later. Maybe I might have to get a new keyboard, but
the last time, well, you told me it was solar powered. That was where you made your first mistake. You tried to like save the environment by not buying lithium batteries and messed that completely up.
Be good to the environment. There we go. As community.
All right. So let me get this pulled up real quick. I know that you're gonna like not be, you're not gonna want to talk about this one, but the last time we talked about this one, they didn't have the people up there that we could have talked about. So we're going to have to pull back up the DC NFTs and take a closer look at these guys. We're just gonna have to do it. I mean, I know that it's painful. I get it. I understand, but we're just going to have to do it. They've released the pack number, so you have 50,000 of the $9, 50,000 of the $30. I think that they should give you a break when you're paying the $30 versus the $9, but they
that
really
seems to
don't.
Be a weird cash break. It's like they should at least have like 3 different amount sizes.
Right. Well, check this out. The reason of the difference of the price is if you buy the standard packet, 5 digital pops, which is just a digital. Anyways, if you buy those 5 for $9.99, right, then you can buy a premium pack of 15 pops for $29.99. I don't really understand why you would want to buy the premium pack at $29.99 when you could just buy 3 of the standard pops. It makes no sense the way they did that. I mean, they didn't give you any discount at all for buying 15 of them versus 5, right? Most of the time when people are doing things like they're like, oh, by the way, I'm going to give you a $2 off if you buy 15 versus 5,
because
right?
if you buy 3 5-packs, it's the same exact thing. I mean,
Right.
I think that's or at least I don't know. I think again, well, I'm biased because I think the entire thing is stupid to begin with, but that's just
it's pretty stupid. September 6th is when this release is going to go down. Even I can tell you before we even scroll down any further, I think I know why they didn't like throw their hard copies out right away. Right, you didn't see them. They didn't start making all kinds of posts that this is your redeemable pops when it comes to DC, and they didn't do any of that. Right, and it's because they're garbage. I mean, their digital like hard copies are just kind of garbage. So there's like the little lineup of the NFTs that you're going to get, even though I still think that stretching these things out at NFTs is kind of a stretch, to be completely honest. I like the cover on the 5 versus the 15. I like that whole like what is that, like the institutional like Joker. I like that whole like institutional one. And then the redeemables.
It's not like in your hand
package. No, nothing like in your hand package, but they made it appear that way, right? So let me find your redeemable ones. Here we are. See the physical copies. So what do you think about this Batman? Come on, everybody. Tell me what you think about this Batman, because I gotta hear it.
I have zero comment on this. This is just bafflingly stupid.
This Batman is trash.
I don't like Batman to begin with, but I don't get it.
What is wrong with him? This Batman is garbage.
I don't get this at all.
I mean, this is one garbage Batman, but don't worry, it doesn't get any better in the form of your redeemable pops. But the other side to that is there's going to be some channels out there that are going to hype these things up, and they're going to try and convince you that this garbage is worth bazillions of dollars.
That's
not because
a couple YouTubers out there that are under the Funko thumbnail.
That's right. You
Funko
just said
thumb,
it.
And they're because in order to keep getting their freebie pre-release crap, you know, they're of course gonna pump you to try to get you to buy something that doesn't actually exist.
Yes, Funko putting the thumb down on them. You see,
they are out there. Trust me, I've seen them.
I think there's a lot more than we realize. But anyways. There's a lot of people that are going to tell you these things are golden so that you go and buy them. These things are garbage. There's so much garbage that I think Funko is now releasing pops through the NFTs that they know they can't sell any other way. that they knew if they would have put this
Up,
pop
Eric.
on the market, if they'd have put this pop on the market, and they would have just let it go to market without
Not
any
a
sticker,
damn person would buy that thing.
no one would buy this thing. Not a singular person would go out of their way to purchase this item. And they knew that. So they turned it into a redeemable digital pop, and they put that stupid sticker on it that says 999, even though we know that might not be the correct number. Funko has already released that number may change. So we know now that might not be the correct number.
That thing is garbage.
That thing is garbage. I mean, capital G garbage. There's nothing special about this pop either. There's nothing special about it. They're not blacklight, they're not glows, they're not anything special, which is just really different.
Yeah, I don't get these. To me, I mean, at least make it something that people. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's some people out there that would like these. I think there's far less of them, but I don't know.
Oh, Nick, you're too much, brother. He said, "What? I'm blind." So
Thank God. I wish I was after seeing that stupid
that's right.
ass pop.
After seeing this garbage, so let's move on from this one and go to this garbage Batman. So this
What
garbage
in the hell is
Batman
that?
is called Batman Justice. I've never heard of Batman Justice. It looks like he is a
Why do
42
we hold on. For all you
4250
Batman people,
piece.
why do we have to have 1,000 different versions of Batman? Seriously. I mean, obviously, I understand he's not cool enough to stand on his own as just Batman, but now you got to create 1,000 different versions of Batman just to try to make him cool. I'm done.
I feel like I've been saying that for a really long time, right? That for some reason Batman has to change like every few years or every year. We have to come out with another stupid Batman suit that doesn't make much sense to me. Quit messing with Batman. Quit messing with him. Just let him be the guy in the suit that goes out and fights crime. This one is garbage. And I'm still going to stand on the idea that there's nothing special about him. That red in him's not glow. It doesn't say glow on there anywhere. It's not a black light. They did nothing special to it. They knew that they threw this in the market that it would not sell. So
Man.
they turned it into an NFT. And
I understand that too, Chase. I know there's a lot of comic versions, but again, that's still why does DC have to continue to create 10,000 versions of Batman? I'm sorry, but there was only one Iron Man. And then if they did create someone else that had an iron suit, it was a completely different character with similar to that. It's not the same character. Stop trying to. Yeah.
oh, okay, Nick. I agree with you. I agree, but still, my Deadpools are cool. These Batmans are not. I mean, oh, so here we go. Here we go next with the Superman. That I'm gonna call it.
Okay, so this I could do to a certain point. Okay, Earth 223 is what you're gonna call it. So to me, this screams multiverse character. Okay, I could play that game. I could understand that one. That makes a little bit more sense. Do I still want it? Well, it's DC, so hell no.
Tell me what's cool about it though.
I think the whole multiverse factor of it.
There's nothing special.
Anything multiverse is kind of cool to a
It's
certain
nothing
extent.
special though.
I would agree. There's nothing special about it.
Not a singular thing is special about this pop. It doesn't have a glow. It's not black light. It's not metallic.
That is actually not true, Nick. Hold on. I gotta reference this because he had multiple different suits, but he was always Iron Man. He had pretty much still looked the same. The face still looked the same. The body still looked the same. Still had the front piece in the back. You guys got to have 10 million completely different versions of Batman every single time. It makes no sense. Iron Man was still always Iron Man. All right, my rant is done.
He was president. Who was president? Eric, who was president of the
I
United
guess
States?
this version, this
This version of
multiverse of
Superman?
Superman was president.
Oh, well, once again, there's nothing special about I mean, just nothing special about this one.
Is
Next,
that Green Arrow?
next, Green Arrow is a 4,250 piece run, which we all know. I'm going to say it again. This is not the correct number.
Wait, that's not the. That's not the. Like, I'm gonna guess this whole thing's based off of multiverse because Connor Hawk was not the Green Arrow.
And you have a 1.7% chance of pulling this guy out of 100,000 NFTs.
The Eminem Robin Pop.
So out of 100,000 NFTs, you have a 1.7% chance of getting your hands on this one. I mean, Funko, you're outdoing yourselves. I mean, you're outdoing yourselves every day. You show us how we should be doing better. And then we got this lame thing that and I normally wouldn't say that Funko Freddy's were lame, but it's a really lame Funko Freddy. The sad thing is I am a DC fan. I'm a Batman fan. I'm a Superman fan. I am a DC fan, but this has just been one garbage thing after another throughout this whole thing. They didn't put a singular pop in there that I would think would be worth money, but I promise you, they're all going to sell out, and there's going to be a lot of people telling you how much money you should spend on these. I wouldn't listen to a word they say.
I mean, if it's something, here's the bottom line to it. Just like anything, if it's something you like and you're passionate about it, regardless of what I say, or regardless of what Wayne says, regardless of what everyone says,
I forbid you.
If you are into this, more than welcome to do it. Try to get these pops. You want them in your collection, try to get them. Don't let anyone tell you differently of what pops you should and shouldn't. Again, I've given my honest opinion of how I feel, but again, I am very biased when it comes to anything DC. I'm not a DC fan. Never will be. I've always been a Marvel fan since a kid. So again, I'm a little biased being that, and also the fact that it's NFTs, and I really just don't like NFTs. I think it's a dumb concept. But again, if you're into it, more power to you. I ain't gonna stop you from going to do what you want to spend your hard-earned money on. That's what you want. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Bottom line.
I forbid you to spend more than $100 on these. I forbid it. Don't you dare. No, I don't care. You do what you want to do, but I personally would not. I wouldn't spend $20 on them though. So that's my side of it. I wanted to show those to you because I knew how much you wanted to see them. I knew exactly how much you wanted to go over those guys again.
I could have gone forever and not known anything about this.
What do you mean you could have gone forever and not known anything about it? Don't you feel like better knowing something about it?
Not at all.
What do you mean? So coming up here soon, you're going to be able to redeem some of them. It looks like redeem token drops will be dropping January of next year. What?
Yeah, so you can
February
get the
of
packs. You can't redeem until January, and then that's a month window, and then Q3. Wow, I mean from July to you won't be seeing your pops for another year.
Yeah, and so here's the funny thing though, right? Let me tell you like the real kicker to all of the NFT stuff that I discovered here recently is that not everybody actually redeems their pop. So out of that 4,250 that you've seen, not everyone actually redeems them. So there's not really 4,250 out there. There's more like 4,000, right? Let's just say 250 people don't actually redeem them. Funko says that they destroy
They don't destroy
the ones that people don't come and get. So if people don't redeem the pop, they destroy the ones that aren't redeemed after so long. But then they end up on secondary sites, and you can pick them up for $100, $200, $250, even though they destroyed the ones that people didn't redeem. That's not at all what I think happens to the ones that don't redeem. I think they then put them on sites and then sell them for an outlandish amount of money, and they make a percentage off of it. At that point is how I think it goes down, but I could be completely wrong, and it wouldn't be the first time that I was wrong. But
now, Nick, too, again, yeah, I know, trust me, I know you were just trying to rile me up, and I get that. And again, there's a lot of pops that I may collect that a lot of you guys are like, oh, why the hell did you get that thing? Again, I don't care. I buy what I want to buy. And again, you guys buy what you want to buy. Don't let anyone tell you differently. But that's not going to stop me from giving you my 2 cents, because that's just the person I am. I'm going to give you my honest opinion one way or the other.
I forbid you to pay more than $100 for those. I just forbid it. It is not a smart move. Not something that you should.
2 boys didn't see it earlier. He wants to know if that was a black light pop in your hand.
Oh yeah. It's exactly what that is. That is one really, really, really awesome pop. That's what that is. So I have to pull this up again so that you can educate all of us again on what D23 is, because I feel like this is coming up.
D23 is coming up soon. It's not this weekend, but it is next weekend. It's 9th, 10th, and 11th of September. It is an annual event. Now, D23 itself is basically a giant Disney fan club, is what it started out as, and it's still what it's labeled as. So, but in order to be part of the fan club, you do have to pay. There is a cost every year, and really, to be honest, it's like $100 a year. It's really not that bad for a year membership. And then, but so upcoming is every other year they do the big D23 Expo in Anaheim, California, at the convention center, and then every off year they do. It's called Destination D23, which they do out here in Orlando. So this year it's the big expo. And it's usually they'll do a presentation where they're going to talk about all the new things coming to the parks, all the things they have in the plans and the works, a lot of the new things that they want to announce. Marvel will also be doing a panel, most likely to announce the things that they didn't announce at Comic-Con, which we're expected to hear something about the X-Men coming up at their presentation, as well as there's also, I believe, a Star Wars panel that's supposed to be going up to talk about next year's, Star Wars ads. I'm hoping to hear something more about Rogue Squadron, which I think will be a badass movie when it comes out. So I'm hoping for that. But there's a lot of really big things. I am going to be going live on Sunday, September 9th. I won't be showing the presentation because the YouTube likes to, shut you down really quick for that. But I'll be doing more of a reactionary video where we talk about all the new things that come up as the presentation's happening. So I will be going live during the big presentation that Disney's doing with Josh tomorrow, I believe. But nonetheless, it's a big Disney fan club thing.
Did y'all say that Bearded Barbarian is supposed to be doing is he doing the trivia thing with us?
He's supposed to be, yeah.
Man, y'all are in trouble. What do you mean you don't know what D23 means? He's
the 23. The reason they got 23, of course, is Disney for the D. 23 is that is the year in which Disney, Roy and Walt had started the Disney company, was in 1923. So the big announcement supposed to be coming up is the 100-year celebration around the Disney World company that will be going on next year.
He should have to drink some Sprite and eat some bananas just for that. Just for that, we should already put him in the dungeon of lockdown, Sprite, and bananas. Come on, everybody knew what D23 meant, right? Even I knew what the 23 stood for. Right after I looked it up on Google.
It's September 10th. I'm not sure what's going on September 10th, but the big presentation is September the 11th. How many people are in the Disney cult? Thousands and thousands and thousands of people in the Disney cult.
Disney is definitely a part of the trivia. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
What is FF4? I'm not sure.
Disney is definitely in this. Like, what is wrong with him? Definitely, it's definitely a part of the trivia. We're stacking the deck here.
No, we didn't say Disney. We said pop culture.
We're stacking the deck
Disney
here. What do you
can
mean?
be part of pop culture
100%.
within that. So anything, would we say? We said 80s, 90s, and 2000s pop culture.
All right. Moving on. I really didn't. Bearded Barbarian. I really didn't know it's a 23.
And actually, Nick, Disney has many more than 23 princesses. By the way.
All right, so we're gonna recap these pops real quick. So they have the next like 3-liter that's gonna be coming out. I wish they were putting numbers on these, but
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
It would be cool, but you're not getting like this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3. You're not getting any of that out of them, which is, to me, that's kind of disappointing that we're not getting any of that. I don't know a whole lot about this character, so this is not one of them that I will actively be going after. I'm going to be really like watching though to see if it sells out. I think that this one will determine how the rest of them go forward. If this one has a hard time selling out, it tells me that this was really weak and that this line might already be in trouble.
Well, it could be. I mean, you could be right with that a little bit, but I don't know. When did these actually release? Aren't they supposed to release next week or something?
So
like
this
that?
is September the 6th is what I want to say. That it's going to be September
next week.
September the 9th through the 11th. And Funko will tell you coming up to that on exactly what day it is that they're going to release through those.
Yeah, the Expo's on the 9th, but when does
September the 9th?
Okay,
September the 9th is
okay.
September the 9th is when you'll be able to go on there and purchase them. It looks like they added some more, so it's a good thing we're going to come over here and do the recap. I still think that the Pinocchio is not Pinocchio.
And Chase, it's not rigged. There's actually, yes, we have an item or a theme for the trivia, but I'm not making up the questions, or I have somebody completely different that is going to be making up these questions.
Oh yeah, Chase, I wish that I could rig it. I'm not that great at trivia, guys. I think I've tried to sell everybody this to begin with. This is going to be a slaughter for me. It's going to be a bloodbath. We have Lucifer, which is
hold on. You're not. That's not an obscure character. First of all, Iron Man is a badass character. Great 80s pop culture.
Uh-oh.
And then Baymax from Big Hero 6 is an awesome character. I love that movie. So we're not obscured characters, especially with Baymax. I would love that Baymax 3-liter, but I just want the comment. I don't want the chase.
2020, Disney only had 12 official princesses, huh? Anyways,
what are you? Yeah, that's a whole different debate for a whole nother day.
I have no clue. Y'all done went off somewhere else. Lucifer here from Cinderella is going to be a pretty awesome pop. Something tells me that this is going to be a $40 pop though, because their deluxe pops have somehow managed to make it to the $40 price range, which to me is just absolutely insanity. But what do I know? If this one's at that $40 marker, I promise you that it'll never make it to my collection. The Frozone will never ever make it in my collection because it's weird. Have no clue what this is. Another one that won't make it to my collection. Haven't they done this one already though?
Yeah, they've overdone Gronk way too many times.
I thought we've seen him before. Then we have Mickey and Walt's airplane, which I think is really cool. This is a really cool one.
Yeah, I like Walt's airplane. That one's growing on me, and I love this one. This one I really really want.
Yeah, this is some of your favorites right here.
Yeah. Actually, just go back to that. You are correct, Nick. Actually, technically, there's 13 because there was a new one that was added in 2020, which is Raya. Raya is actually the 13th princess. So I thought there was more than that. So
what do you mean? Was Nick right? Nick's
he was right as of 2020. There was another one added in 2001.
Nick's always right.
When Raya came out. So there's 13 technically.
Nick reminds me of JKL. He's always fact checking.
Also, if you want to debate on whether Pocahontas is a Disney princess or not.
What do you mean?
That's always a big debate. Is Pocahontas a Disney princess? Which a lot of people say technically she is. She was a warrior chief's daughter. So, but that's not a king. So therefore, she wouldn't be a princess. So there's a huge debate on that. But Plane Crazy, yes, I want this Plane Crazy pop.
What are we debating? Is Pocahontas a princess or she's a princess?
Is Pocahontas a Disney
Absolutely
princess
she
or not?
is. So this Donald Duck to me is just weird. I don't understand what's going on.
What's up from Funko App? I like that name. That's cool.
Funko App. What is up? It's good to see you in the house. Is this a real app? Can I go to Funko and pull it up? I don't. He's gonna have to tell us now, or this person is gonna have to tell us now if this is a app or what is this? What is this? Or is
which one is Chase calling clearance bin trash? I'm sorry. Which one are we talking about? This is Disney.
Probably.
Either that or he's talking about the Baymax 3-liter. I'm sorry, that Baymax. Baymax has a huge following in the Disney community.
The only people that are going to want it are the Disney community.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
They made sure that the only people that were going to want them was from the Disney community.
Well, they didn't say it in the movie, Chase. I understand that. No debate. Native Americans can be princesses. Don't go. Again, I've been on the side of I've always said Pocahontas was a Disney princess. I actually agreed with it. But there's a lot of people that want to play it on the other side as well, that she isn't. So, I'm on the side of I believe Pocahontas. I think Pocahontas is a Disney princess.
I don't know, man. Y'all are starting to step in waters I'm not stepping in. I can't step in those waters. All right. This Mickey has not been released before, even though I swear to God, this looks a whole lot like the one that they did before. I think that you corrected me. This is not Fantasia. This is this?
Actually, you should have seen me recently. Again, I think I told you I'm a huge Disney fan, so as you guys can't tell that already. But of course, when these pops came out, everybody started putting out videos on the D23 pops. There, about half of the damn people knew what D23 even was. The other half, this one, I watched what I'm not going to name the person's name, but they got these sodas early and they unboxed them and they called this the Philharmonic Mickey. I'm like, that's not that. First of all, that's not what the freaking can says. It says Philharmagic, so get it right. And this is from a show, like a 4D show out at both Magic Kingdom and at Disneyland. This is a fan worthy show, and it's great, and that can't take that away from that. But yeah, if you're gonna do stuff about Disney, especially how big time Disney fans are, get the damn pronunciation right. Don't call it Philharmonic.
Philharmonics Mickey.
Yeah, Philharmonic Mickey. Come on, man.
Philharmonic Mickey. Even though the Philharmonics is a huge show every year. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
I'll buy that Baymax. I invented the 3-liter bottle sodas. So what's the 23 for? No, I did say the 23 represents the year in which Walt and Roy had started the Walt Disney Company, which was in 1923. Next year they will be celebrating their 100-year celebration for the Walt Disney Company. That's what the 23 stands for.
So what's the 23 stand for again?
I'm gonna kick you. Are we getting drunk?
Y'all are killing me today.
Y'all are forcing Wayne to drink.
Y'all are killing me today. That's all the alcohol I get. That's it.
It's not even a shot.
It's good though. It's good. Let's pull this guy back up. So what was the debate? This is not Fantasia.
It's PhilharMagic. It's not Fantasia. It's not Philharmonic. It's PhilharMagic, and it's after a 4D show at the parks.
All right. Well, now that we got that one cleared up, I feel like I know more about Disney than I should. Moving on. I actually like this shirt.
I actually like the shirt. If I can get the shirt, I would actually buy the shirt.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually like the shirt. There's really nothing in this lineup that I would want to get my hands on.
Now, they also released down below, they also had released in partners, of course, they're partners with Loungefly, both Disney and Funko. They released a whole new mess of Loungefly bags.
Yes, they did.
This Baymax one is going to be hot. I like it. Of course, I'm not buying Loungefly bags, but, I just think it's cool looking.
Suck it with a straw. That way you can get drunk. Nick, I don't get drunk. No one would like no one would like me drunk. No one would like me drunk. Okay, so let me when I went to college, I didn't join a frat house. Instead, I got an apartment that was right in the middle of all of the frat houses, so that I could walk out of my apartment and hop from frat house to frat house to frat house to frat house and still stumble back home. I am a for real, like, Frank the Tank drinker. I'm like, let's take our clothes off and go streaking type drinker. Yeah. So no one would like me when I am drinking. You'd be like, oh, what is he doing? Is he jumping off the roof? Probably. That's probably what's going down.
Man, I gotta take you drinking around the world, man.
Because I go like Frank the Tank. Full blown is like, oh, let's go. No one would like me drinking. The Loungefly stuff is just too expensive, and you're gonna have to tell me what this is. I don't even really know what this is.
Well, this is Baymax. This is Baymax.
What is Baymax? So y'all are gonna tell me what is
Baymax? It's from a movie called Big Hero 6, and Baymax is supposed to be this cute, lovable, marshmallow-looking, health assistant, doctor, essentially, that was created by the kid that's always with Baymax's brother who dies. And the image for the Baymax 3 later is just him without his, I guess, outfit, armor on, whatever. This Loungefly is with him with his outfit on, with the red and purple. So two different looks, but it's still part of the same movie.
How much are these Loungefly bags? Because they're Disney.
They can be anywhere between $100, typically, and $80, somewhere in there.
So the next one is going to be this
Grunk, evil Grunk, good Grunk.
What, movable wings? This sounds ridiculous.
This one, I don't know. That movie has a cult following, but I don't get it.
What is this creepy thing?
This is
why did they take it? Why did they take it in such dark lighting?
Because Jack's eyes glow. He has laser beams that come out of his eyes. Jack is part of the Incredibles. Of course, they didn't know what superpowers he was going to have, and he kind of has like a lot. He has like a bajillion friggin' different I guess superhero moves or whatever it is. But yeah, in this case, it's showing off his lasers coming out of his eyes, which is just lights. But I think that's really creative. Jack's a lot of fun.
What do you mean that's really creative? This thing looks like it will like kill you in your sleep.
I love this. I think this is cool. Anyone that's Incredibles fan would agree too. This
did cool. They have to take such a creepy picture of it? Couldn't they show me it's like eyes lighting up without being such a creep picture?
No, you got to have them fully lit up and get in the dark. I mean, come on, man.
If you say so. If you say so, I'm just going to take your word for it. Next is going to be Cinderella?
No. Okay, I know exactly what character this is.
Is anybody else?
Who out there can tell me what movie this comes from?
Cinderella. That's what movie this comes from.
Cinderella.
It comes from Cinderella for sure.
Let's see. What do we say? Hold on, I gotta see. Did Wayne, you really should watch Big Hero 6 with kids besides Stan Lee. You'll like it. I love Big Hero 6. I actually could watch that all day. Wake up in the middle of the night and see that glowing across the room.
I'm telling you, that thing's gonna murder you in your sleep. Is what's going on.
Okay, nobody's bringing it up. This is actually from Beauty and the Beast. This is an image of the story of Beast when he turned away the haggardy old lady, and when he turned her away and he was mean to her, she turned into this image and cursed him. It's not going to attack you at night. It's Jack. He's a baby.
This thing's spying on you or something. I'm telling you, there's something weird about this backpack. Look, I know Bearded Barbarian's going to run out and buy it. He's got to have the man purse. I get it. But this thing, look, I'm going to advise against it. As someone who likes you, I'm going to advise that you don't do this.
Being that it's Disney, the worst thing you could have, is there is an RFID chip.
This thing's going to spy on you. It's going to get up in the middle of the night and try and take you out. Whatever you do, don't get this one. There's something wrong with the picture. There's something wrong with the pop. There's something wrong with everything about that. And then they have actual, it looks like shared retailers. They don't
all
have
over
shared
the world
retailers. Oh no, they do.
Yeah, Amazon got them, and Box Lunch got Lucifer. All the rest of them are on Funko's website.
What? I mean, so we got Amazon, we got and Box Lunch. Well, thank you for Box Lunch for maybe saving me and making it possible for me to get that one. Nothing else I think up there will even sell out anyways. So I think you're pretty safe when you're going to go there to buy stuff. This is going to be dropping on the 9th of next month.
So next month. So it's next Friday.
Next Friday, this one will be dropping. So make sure
this is one that I will be watching the Funko's website to try to get some stuff, because I mean, come on, it's Disney. You know me and Disney stuff. I'm all about that.
You're really gonna collect those?
I'm probably going to Amazon, and I'll probably order the Plane Crazy, and I'll probably order the actual Walt plane. And as far as, I wouldn't mind trying to get the 2-liter Baymax, but if I don't, then I'm not that worried about it. I might get the shirt though.
Fun TV. Have you checked out their latest Fun TV clip that they had going on?
I don't watch those morons.
What do you mean you don't watch them? You don't watch them?
No, it makes me want to throw something at the screen, and I don't want to break my monitors. And Nick, that you probably would have, if you're a Beauty and the Beast fan, you would know that image clearly.
They are actually turning their Fun TV into a weekly program. So they're kind of explaining that to you now on Monday of this week.
She's a dumbass too.
Yes, they're doing pops from around the world on Monday this week. Tuesday they're doing the pop talk, which is what she was just talking about. Wednesday they're doing their pop quiz, where they've got their final contestants. They're going to be doing their final round for whatever it is that they're doing a final round for. Thursday, they're going to have the fun house with the females that you like the most, which are these guys, these right
bumbling here. Morons.
Yes, and they're going to actually be unboxing and canning some of your D3 stuff reviews, which I think is garbage. And then Friday is going to be the Funko games, which you were just watching. I'm kind of impressed with them. I watched this today and didn't know that they had established a weekly program.
They're just trying to get that YouTube money is all they're trying to do.
You got to give them credit where credit is due. I think that maybe they shouldn't be doing the whole unpackaging before it comes in, but they are. I mean, so that's their own prerogative to do that stuff.
Chase, if they do a 3-layer Demogorgon, that thing will sell out so fast by the bots. It's not crazy. It's crazy.
What do you think?
She's hold on, Barbarians. She's eye candy like me on your pop. No. You're probably up there with those two dingbats. They are absolute bubble-headed morons that go up there, and it pisses me off every time I hear them talk. I'm sorry. It's not that they're females. It could be the two other idiot dudes that's up there all the time, Mariotti or whatever the hell his name is. They infuriate me and make me want to throw something at the screen.
Brian Mariotti and what's
Whatever
the
that
other one's
moron is.
name? What's the other one's name? It's Mike Becker. There we go. Mike Becker and Mariotti.
Oh,
Mariotti.
those two drive me freaking crazy.
Mariotti.
See, this is why I'll never become a Funko under the thumb Funko guy, because I think they're all annoying and stupid.
So now that we know how you feel about that, this is going to be the newest comic cover that they have announced. It did sell out. Let me tell you something else. It's kind of funny.
I'm into this one.
Let me tell you something else that happened this week that I didn't talk about and that we should talk about. Target had a new pop that sold out this week, and Target hasn't had a pop that sold out in a really long time.
Target hasn't had a pop that sold out in a long time.
So they haven't had one that sold out in a long time, but this is one of them that sold out. I was a little upset that I didn't realize that this one was going to be on their site, but you never really know with Target. That's kind of always been the problem.
Target might have also limited how many they were selling on the website.
Right. I mean, that's the other thing. There might have been a limit to exactly what was selling on the website. But the upside to it is if you have inside connections like Chase over there has, you can get somebody to pick one of these up for you. And I might have to phone a friend. I might have to phone a friend for this one.
He's getting me on. No, I am not angry at all women. Just I'm throwing that. Oh wow! Wait, hold on. What is this?
This is going to be the Batman Bullseye Target exclusive. Now, I have one other Bullseye that came from a Target con. It was the only Bullseye that I've managed to pick my hands on.
This one got one Bullseye. This thing is awesome because he has a Spider-Man shirt.
Yes. So this tells us that we're going to start to see a lot of the Bullseyes in different costumes from Marvel. We'll probably see a Batman. We'll probably see a Venom. We'll probably see all of the hardcore badass characters. I'm sure.
Not hating that. I'm not hating that.
I am not hating that either at all. I want every one of them, and I'm a little upset that I missed this one, and that's what I said a second ago. I might have to do my phone a friend and call Chase up and see if he can hook me up with finding this guy.
Yeah. I need this. I need that entire line in my collection.
Yes, I appreciate you, brother. I knew that you would have me on that one.
It's not only am I in, mind you, I'm not. My wife's a huge Target fan. I like going to Target.
No. You got to keep your wife away from Target. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I do have to keep my wife away from Target very badly. But the dog, Target dog, is iconic. I love the Target dog. And when I got the chance to get one once before, he's somewhere in this pile. I'm glad I got the chance to get one. But I mean, yes, I understand a lot of you guys. Well, he's just wearing a Marvel t-shirt. I don't care. It's a Marvel t-shirt and it's got Spider-Man on it, and I must have it.
Yes. So Bearded Barbarian says they're just stealing the Toys R Us idea. You're 100% correct. And I also want every one of the Toys R Us ones that they make as well. I mean, so I'm not hating on the idea that they're doing this right now. I hope that they continue doing it. I think that it's a really awesome idea. I'm a big fan. I can't wait to see what they're coming out with next. And next will be just like what he said. They're going to steal the ideas. So next you'll see all of the Marvel, you'll see the DC, you'll see Harry Potter. You're going
to need to get your buddy to just sell you an entire case of these things. You know, the case fell off the back of the truck somewhere, maybe. I don't know.
All right. So let me get this one back down and let me pull up the one that I wanted to share because I was trying to share the latest comic cover moment, comic cover.
I don't care if it's stealing Toys R Us idea. It's still cool.
It's still a cool idea. It's still a cool idea. So the latest in your comic covers is going to be this one and Black Panther. I don't know if you've got
digging this. I would buy both of them if I got the even the Black Panther one, but I like the Surrey one. I love that they went off of the pop is based off of course the old school comic outfit, which I love it. I like both of them. I would like both of them in my collection, to be honest with you.
Now the other one was a Target exclusive. This one I don't think is an exclusive to anywhere. I'm gonna look a little closer though. No, it doesn't look like it's an exclusive to anywhere. So you'll basically see this.
Mid-sentence.
What are we mid-sentencing?
You dropped out like mid-sentence.
Mid-sentence. That's okay. I had to. I had to drop out mid-sentence. So those are the two latest comic covers. There's not. We still have this Thor that's going to be coming up soon. He is also in the waiting list right now on the Funko site. So start looking for that email as well for the diecast Thor. Now, I believe that this is the only other diecast that I might want in my collection right now. I have the Captain America who's sitting up there, and this one might be the next one that has to go up
That's a
there
cool
with the
one.
Captain America. Say what?
That's a cool. Well, I do like that, and that looks like it's more based off the outfit he wore in Love and Thunder.
I hope that they don't actually make a chase variant of this one and they leave that stupid non-painted version like off, because my luck is I would order it and then I would get the stupid non-painted version and I would be upset that I got the stupid non-painted version.
Yes, bearded. Toys R Us was cool, but I'm sorry, but the Target dog is way cooler than Jeffrey Giraffe ever was.
What? What is wrong with you?
A Target dog is cooler than Jeffrey Giraffe.
He's not cooler than Jeffrey Giraffe. I thought we
It's
were
cooler
friends.
than Jeffrey Giraffe.
Where did you just, you got all dark and shit all of a sudden?
It's Target dog, Jeffrey Giraffe. That's just how it
emo
works.
right now. Are you okay?
Jeffrey Giraffe, it can't even hold the Target dog's
What?
bowl, food bowl. He's so much cooler.
What is wrong with you right now? Where's my Jeffrey? Oh, I see my giraffes over there. Oh, they look sad the way you're talking about them. It's okay, guys. He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it.
Where did Chase? I think you said something about this before. Anyway, I think they should have a comic version pop release with the comic cover so you can get two because you don't want to break them out of the case. Yeah, some of the pops I wouldn't mind just having it in a normal box rather than in the whole comic item. I think the pop itself looks just cool.
Yeah, no, that would be a pretty cool idea. I think the problem more anymore though is that there's no out of the box collectors. I think right now in the Funko community, people aren't really collecting Funko Pops to be collecting Funko Pops. People are collecting Funko Pops because they think that they're a good investment, or they think that they're going to flip them, or they think that there's another reason why that they're going to get involved. So I think is having a pop so that you could have one out, it would just end up staying in the box anyways. So you might as well just buy two of the comic covers and break one of them out. I mean, it's just never going to happen. They're never going to do it, and people aren't going to take them out of the box because people are afraid to touch the box, which just seems really insane that people are afraid to touch the box, but they are. They're afraid that they're gonna put a mark in it. And once they put a mark in it, they won't be able to resell it for the $1 million that it's going to go up to next year. So they're only going to be able to get 750 million thousand out of it versus the million that it's going to go up to. The collecting community is kind of crazy when it comes to that stuff, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. And then it all depends on really what it's going on about. But
Budweiser frogs would be pretty cool, bearded.
They're still not cooler than the Target dog.
I don't know. They might be. they might be. He might have a point there. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot that's been going on Funko. Like that Funko Moon Knight. I haven't seen that shirt on their site, but that's one of them that I might honestly like own if it was on their site. They're showing you that stupid like Fantasia Mickey again, which we know he's not Fantasia. And that's really it, guys.
All right, there we go. New poll.
That was kind of it in the world of Funko Pop news.
Yeah, they've actually, other than since D23, they really haven't released a whole lot of new lines. I mean, I would expect, of course, we know the Advent calendars got announced, but I would expect them to be releasing, Christmas lines coming up at some point, in the near future, to be honest with you.
The crazy thing is right now, Pops aren't selling out. I mean,
No.
and it's this weird like phenomenon that's been going on this year. And I don't necessarily know that it's a weird phenomenon, but I don't think right now people are spending money on these things. And that's why I meant like much earlier when I said it would be interesting to see how they're going to fare through this. It really is going to be interesting to see how they fare through this. I mean, because at this moment, they're not selling out much of anywhere. I mean, not much of anywhere do you see them selling out. When I go to my local Walmart, there's pops everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And it's not just at my local Walmart, it's at the other 6 that are surrounding my local Walmart. It's at every local Walmart that I go to. It's at every FYE that I go to. It's at every box lunch that I go to. The only people who seem to really have this figured out right now is Hot Topic, and not even Target has it figured out. Target has a bunch of leftover pops sitting on their shelves that you just don't
And they
want to.
just did a big discount sale at Target too, and they still couldn't
Right.
get rid of a lot of them.
Right. So it's right now the pops are just not selling out at any kind of fast rate, which is a little insane, right? I mean, that tells us that inflation is hitting. People are having to pick and choose what they're doing. People are spending less money on pops versus everything else, which means we're probably going to see the price of the pop go up a little bit more, even so that we make up for the people that aren't buying them. I mean, so
Yeah.
I even think that's going to start happening. We're going to see it maybe bump up another dollar, another dollar, another dollar. Let's hope that it doesn't bump like much higher, because if it hits the $20 marker, I will find something else to collect. I mean, it's just the God's honest truth to it. If they get that expensive, I'll find something else out there that I'll save my money and buy it that way. You're reading those comments.
Well, I'm reading the comments. Plus, for some reason, and it's not last, by the way, Barbarian, because both Target Dog and Jeffrey Giraffe both have um, votes. So, unfortunately, for some reason, the Budweiser Frogs are leading the poll.
Oh no, you actually put a poll out there.
Yeah, as I said, which mascot was cooler, Target Dog, Jeffrey Giraffe, or Budweiser Frogs? And right now, Budweiser Frogs are winning.
I can't believe the Budweiser Frogs are winning. So what you got going on next week? Tell us what you got going on.
Well, I get, of course, every Sunday, 5 minutes at Disney. I've still got my Port Orleans Riverside video to finish. So, as soon as I can get time to finish that up, I will. Fortunately, just a lot of stuff going on, and I started school this week, so got that stuff to keep up with. But yeah, I don't know. I know I got to get out to Disney. I can't decide if I want to do a park. I've done 2 resort videos, so I probably got to get out to a park. I'd like to go do a food and wine video. So I don't know. I haven't really figured it all out just yet. Just trying to get back into it and go from there. But what you got going on?
So the end of this week, I should have my top picks for next month. That should be dropping Friday. So you'll see another like top picks of September 2022.
Oh, nice.
Will be coming out next month. Other than that, I really don't know. So a lot of my stuff here lately has just kind of been fly by the seat. Is that how you say that? Fly by the
Seat of your
seat of your
pants.
pants. Yeah. Fly by the seat of your pants. So a lot of my stuff lately has just kind of been that way. I haven't been doing a whole lot of planning. I'm gonna get back to planning here soon. I don't know though. I think my videos have actually been a little funner without like trying to plan them out. If you look at my last video that dropped yesterday, if you've watched that one all the way to the end, it has like an Easter egg at the end of it that I think it was so I couldn't put the audio in it because I took my jet ski and I turned on Little Wayne and I had Little Wayne jamming, and so to avoid getting a copyright strike, I had to like knock the audio out of it. But as I am popping wheelies going down the seawall, right, in my dino suit, because I have the dinosaur suit on, I have the jet ski standing straight up and down, I have Little Wayne blaring, and I have 6 or 8 neighbors, 3 or 4 houses down, that must have been having a party. And there must have been 20 people sitting out on the seawall, and they were drinking heavily. And they had went and got big white cards, right? And they were writing 9, 10, and they were holding them up as I would come by doing tricks on
That's
this jet
awesome.
ski in the dino suit. I mean, they had to be 4 or 5 drinks in, man. They made my whole day doing it. I thought it was the funniest. I had already thought it was funny, but that just made it even
Well,
better.
could you imagine being on that lake and all of a sudden you go look outside and that's what you see? I mean, Come
No,
on,
they were
you got at least gotta have fun with it.
They were all chilling in the water, so they were sitting on their floatables, had their drinks, they were sitting on the seawall, they had their the pier had people sitting on it, and then here I come creeping by on the dino suit and the jet ski straight up and down. Because once it's straight up and down, I mean, you can just walk it like at a walking
Yeah.
speed. I'm just walking it past them like this, and they're like, "Yeah!" And they're drinking, and they then went and got big cards, they were holding up 9 and 10, and it was great. If you haven't seen that video, you should just look. If you don't want to watch the video, cool, I get it. Skip all the way to the end and check that out because you're going to get a really big laugh out of all of that. It was pretty hysterical. I think that those have been a lot of fun, so I'll probably just keep flying by the seat of my pants.
I might even do. I mean, I'm thinking because my kids, we were talking about Halloween costumes and what they want to do this year and stuff like that. And I made a comical joke, which may end up turning into reality, that I'd be a hot dog for Halloween. So I might end up being a hot dog, but I usually end up sitting outside in the driveway and pass out candy. So that could be interesting. Maybe I'll have to get the GoPro out and go wander around as a hot dog.
Yeah, and then we're still gonna do like the studio like makeover, right? Where you're gonna do
we've talked about it, and I'd left that to the wife, but I don't know if it's done for Halloween. We may have to push that back for Christmas.
No, we're gonna have to do it for Halloween. What is wrong with you?
We'll see. But I don't know. I may with that being said, I mean, I gotta go out to a spirit store. I haven't been out to a spirit store in a while, and maybe because you've dressed up the past couple of years for our Halloween show, and maybe I'll do it this year. We gotta come up with something good for our Halloween show this year.
I'm telling you, I'm doing my whole studio like Tales from the Crypt. My whole studio back behind me will look like Tales from the Crypt, and I'm going to do like the candles and the Crypt Keeper, and all of that's going to go down. I can't believe that you're like pulling out on me. You're killing me at this moment.
I don't touch the back wall. We've already accomplished this in my house. That my wife is the set. She sets the back wall. I'm not allowed to touch it. I've put a few like little knickknacks up there. She's like, "You're cluttering it." So I don't touch the back wall. That is her thing. So she's got to put the Zuda spider webs and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I think we may try to do something differently for this year's Halloween show. We'll have to talk about it and come up with some new ideas. So because I love Halloween. I know you do. You love Halloween as well. So we're gonna have to do something. That's funny too. Actually, there should be. Oh, that's actually an interesting concept. Blacklight Wayne, not Blacklight Room. Blacklight Wayne.
That could be an interesting one. That could be interesting. I'll have to think about that for a while.
Since Funko's blacklighting everything, we'll just Blacklight Wayne.
Blacklight me. Well, hey guys, I truly appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us. And I will catch you next time. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, have a good one.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. Techbot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. We've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.